Yeah, very good afternoon to everyone. In this lecture series, next we are going to see the exception handling. So what is meant by an exception? Exception disturbs normal program flow, indicates error or unusual conditions. Java provide try-catch blocks for handling the exceptions gracefully to prevent crashes. Yeah, so in this lecture series, we are going to see some of the exceptions, some of the built-in exception for easy understanding purpose. Exception can be classified into two types. One is user-defined, another one is built-in exception. So in this lecture series, we are going to see what is meant by what are the some examples of the built-in exceptions. So let us start with a null pointer exception. So why this exception occurs? Then next we are going to see what is an example for this one. Then what is the solution for this? Okay, so what is the cost? Accessing a member of a null object that causes null pointer exception. The simple example, see that example. We have created a string that is it stores the null value. When try to calculate the length, then it automatically throws an exception. If you want to avoid this exception, we need to check the string not equal to null, which means that at least contain your only one characters. Then it doesn't generate an errors. So this is the first one, null pointer exception. The next one is array index out of bound exception. The main cause for this exception is accessing array element with invalid index. See that example. We have created an array with the size of 5, which means that we can store the 5 values. When we try to store the value, the 10, the array, the 10th position, then it automatically generates an error. So if you want to avoid this particular error, the solution is index should be greater than 0 and also the length. The index should be between the 0 and length of an array. Then it won't generate any errors. Next, we are going to see the IO exception. The main cause for this exception is input-output operation failure, like missing a file. For an example, file input stream FIS equal to new. File input stream missing.test. So this is a simple example. Then what is the solution for this one is use try catch block to handle IO exception gracefully. Using a try block, using a catch block, then you have to identify whether the file is available or not. The next we are going to see this is a popular one. Once you understand this particular exception, you can easily understand all other exception. Once you understand the built-in exceptions thoroughly, you can easily learn, you can easily understand, you can easily write your own user-defined exception. That is very, very important. Built-in exception or default, it is available in the Java development kit. Once you start to write a program for user-defined exception, then your knowledge, everything will grow. So this is the last and important exception. There are many built-in exception are available, but once you understand a 5 to 6 types, then you can easily follow the remaining exceptions. That's all. That's a very simple one. So once you understand the basics thoroughly, then you can easily understand the next level. So once you understand the built-in exceptions thoroughly, then you can write the own user-defined exception. That is very important. So what is mean by arithmetic exception? The main cause for an arithmetic exception is invalid arithmetic operation, mainly division by 0. For an example, see this line. See that example. Int result equal to 10 divided by 0. Very simple logic. So the value is divided by 0. So it automatically generates an errors. So this is called as an arithmetic exception. Yeah, this is another one of the example. Class not found exception. The main cause for this exception is class not found in a runtime class path. Solution for this particular exception is verify a class path and use try catch for error handling. So once you start to learn a simple example for all these exception, then you can easily understand. Yeah, these are all some of the best practices. Use specific exceptions, handle exception closed where they occur, avoid catching generic exception unless the necessary, use finally block for resource cleanup, then log exception for monitoring and debugging. So these are all the some important things we need to remember while writing a user defined exception or built-in exception in your program. So when it is needed, you can make use of it. Otherwise, don't use exception handling. Okay, if you have any doubts, comment on the comment section. Thank you.